Please take your seat. I hereby declare this session open for business. The Knights of Rizal are gathered here to confer the honors of knighthood to the illustrious candidates who are seeking admission to the order. By the action of the chapter council officers, these candidates have been submitted to rigid scrutiny and are each sponsored by worthy members of the order. Will the pursuant read the names of the candidates?
Sir Henry Amboy, Sir Rolando Malabriga, Sir Roel Amboy, Sir Ronald Ramos, Sir Reo Malabriga, Sir Ariel Declaro, Sir Raul Albo, Sir Ronald Bernas, Sir Cornelio Villadoy, Sir Santi Escalona, Sir Reynante Mendoza, Sir Rico Magmanlak.
I now command that the illustrious candidates be brought in. The Knight Chancellor will please conduct the candidates into the ceremonial hall.
Illustrious Supreme Commander, it is my pleasure and privilege to present the illustrious gentlemen before you, awaiting your pleasure to proceed with the ceremonies and rituals, attendance to their admission to the Order of the Knights of Rizal.
Illustrious gentlemen, in the name of the Knights of Rizal, I pay you welcome to our company. You have been deprived temporarily of the light to symbolize the political darkness in which the Filipino people lived at the time Rizal was marched to the field of Bagong Bayan on the fateful morning of December 30, 1896. In this brief interval, we ask you to pursue and mediate on the sublime sacrifice of Dr. Jose Rizal that won for us the vibrant spirit of nationalism. We trust that you will always be reminded of the need and duty to keep alive in minds and in our hearts the teachings of Jose Rizal.
Our rules prescribe that you give testimony of your intentions in seeking admission to our ranks, of your character and moral conduct, and of your willingness to accept the strict disciplines of knighthood. Have you studied the teaching on patriotism and love of country of our hero, Dr. Jose Rizal?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Louder!
Please answer and louder.
Yes, sir.
Do you promise to conduct to the best of your ability your life as a good man in accordance with the principles and idealism of Rizal?
Yes, sir.
Are you willing to assume your share of responsibility to propagate and uphold the doctrines of patriotism taught by Rizal?
Yes, sir.
Do you pledge to abide willingly by the order's rules and regulations and by the orders of its duly constituted officers?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you voluntarily pledge to do all this without mental reservation?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Having satisfactorily answered these questions, which I think have given in good faith, the Knight Chancellor will now remove the blindfolds, but please remain standing. May I ask the illustrious chairman of the Prefectural Tribunal if the candidates before us have been interviewed as required by our bylaws, and may hear the recommendation of the Prefectural Tribunal. You may now take their blinds, please.
Kala ko isa-isa.
Illustrious Supreme Commander, it is my privilege to announce that the Prefectural Tribunal has conducted, as prescribed by bylaws, a quiet investigation and evaluation of the public and private lives of all candidates here before us and has found them acceptable and meritorious. By virtue, therefore, among others, of their knowledge of teachings of Dr. Jose Rizal, we have found them worthy of admission into the order. This tribunal wishes to make this opportunity to express its warm and sincere congratulations to the candidates.
Pakisundan lang po ako, no? Sundin na lang niya mo. Repeat after me. I, name. Please give your name. I do solemnly promise upon honor that I shall seriously study the teachings of Rizal and endeavor to put into practice, always keeping in mind the order's motto, non omnis moriar, meaning not everything in me will die. I shall work for a perfect union among the members of my community. I shall do no wrong and shall protect and defend my fellow men against all violence and injustice. I shall endeavor, as far as possible, to extend assistance to my brother knight and fellow men to enhance their programs and promote their welfare. And finally, I shall uphold and obey strictly the bylaws of the order and its rules and regulations.
Okay. May I ask the chapter commander of Chalarua, tingnan po ninyo kung paano ang pagluhod. Dito po ang ating ambassador. Okay. Dito po kayo nakaharap. And then, ipakita mo sa kanila kung paano ang pagluhod.